Greetings to all of you internetians. This is Piano Bar Live, where we all connect with live music. The show starts now.
Smile a while, laugh in such a happy style that the world will stop and smile with you. Why not grin even when the others win? Smile and take it on the chin when blue. Don't mind the raindrops, wait till the rain stops. You'll find the sun laughing at life. No road is lonely if you will only smile through your tears, laughing at life. Live for tomorrow, be happy today. Better laugh all your sorrows away. Start now and cheer up, the skies will clear up. Lose all your blues, laughing at life. Wait till the rain stops, you will find the sun laughing at life. No road is lonely if you will only smile through your tears, laughing at life. You know you better live for tomorrow, be happy today. Yeah, just laugh all the sorrows away. Start now and cheer up, the skies will clear up. Lose all your blues, laughing at life. Oh, laughing at life, laughing at life. Oh, laughing at life. Laughing at life, you better start laughing at life. And a little fade out.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, how you doing, Scott? Let me.
I'm okay. Just toggle that.
Yes, let me toggle this here.
I'm smiling because I really enjoyed that, and I know that you follow that rule, laughing at life.
That is something I try to do. You know, I think we need to, especially in these times. I think
Absolutely.
we'll all kind of go crazy if we don't.
Yeah. I was also chuckling a little earlier because I was remembering a joke that you told when we were still live at Brandy's.
Oh yeah.
You're a great. You set up and deliver a great joke, Danny.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. And actually, you know, it's funny. You had mentioned you wanted me to tell one tonight, and I've always got one in my back pocket. Now I've got several, but here's the question: do you want clean or dirty?
We're adults here. I think we can go a little dirty.
Okay, I'll go right in between, right in the middle.
Oh, right in between.
Okay.
Like that sounds dirty, actually.
right in between that. So Irving and Sadie have been married about 50 plus years. You know, nothing much happens these days at nighttime, but this night's a little different. You know, Sadie is lying there comfortably in the bed when all of a sudden Irving's hand comes behind her neck and just kind of feels around. She says, "Oh, this is different." And then the next thing you know, Irving's hand wanders a little bit and makes it down by the chest area and starts to grope. And she says, "Oh, this is something special." Then the next thing you know, Irving's hand wanders and makes its way down by right in between her thighs and starts to move around a little. The fingers wiggle, and she looks up and says, "Dear Lord, tonight is the night." And just like that, Irving rolls over and goes right to sleep. Well, Sadie's very upset, and she kind of nudges Irving. She says, "Irving," he says, what is it, Sadie?" She says, "You got me all worked up over what? You got me all worked up and excited, and then you turned around and went to sleep. What was that all about?" And he says, "I found the remote."
I like it. That works.
It's cute. It's not
that's
too
clean. I think that's pretty clean.
That's
probably happened to a few people along the way.
I think so. I think this was an inspired event. You know, I think my grandparents told me that story once down in West Palm Beach. But anyways, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. You know, I shaved the beard and I'm letting it grow back, and I'm going to keep it trimmed now. I don't want to. Too many people thought I looked like a rabbi or
Grizzly
that or a Duck Dynasty.
Barbarino.
I'm going to let it go for a little bit and see how it goes. So, hey, Danny, you have a show coming up that I want everybody to know about.
Yes. In fact, been a lot of shows, thank goodness, in the last few months.
You're working.
The next one coming up, trying to keep as busy as one can in this crazy time. But I've got a show with Bernie Firstman. We had one back in August. It went great, and they wanted us back. So we're going to be doing one in his new studio now. This is with Metropolitan Zoom. This is going to be Friday, November 13th, Friday the 13th. But it's a lucky night now. We're going to take any luck we can get. So this is going to be a Metropolitan Zoom show, and you can, of course, either go to my website or go right to the Metropolitan Zoom website and pick up tickets. And I'll be there with a small group, a small band, doing some tunes and telling some, holding court and being a raconteur of sorts. So, doing my thing.
That's a great thing that you do. You have been working and you've been keeping busy. And you did the mansion also, right?
We just did the mansion. Yeah, we did that about a week and a half ago. I guess it was and then right after that, I think the day after, I was doing the Woodbridge Jazz Festival with my band.
Nice.
Which was nice. It was an all outdoor venue. So, the thing I think we're all scared about now is that the cold weather's coming. So, those little outdoor gigs are going to start to dwindle. And of course, no one wants to go inside yet. But
some people have. It's so you know what, Danny, you're an inspiration. I really have to. I thank you because you're a trailblazer and that you are being not necessarily brave, but it is brave to go ahead and to be doing these things in this time. And I really appreciate it.
Oh,
Thanks
thank
for
you, Scott.
thanks for the joke.
Well, thank you for having me on. This has been so much fun. This is my third time, I think, on with you guys, and it's just been terrific. It's always
We
been.
like you around here.
Well, I appreciate that. I like you guys. I like
Yeah.
to be around. In fact, I've always enjoyed all the artists. You got some great folks on tonight. So this is it's a hoot.
Excellent.
It's a hoot, Scott.
So we got you for another number now, right?
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
going to leave you alone and let you do your
Now I got
thing.
to turn a switch and I got to put things back up. So we'll get it going.
All good.
I'm a one man crew here. So let's see. Let me go back to this.
Thanks,
Now,
Danny.
once I'm done, Scott, just so I know, then that's it. I'm getting hooked.
When you're done, go watch the rest of the show, but you can leave the green room at that point. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, thank you again so much, and my best to the rest of the artists. And stay well, stay safe, everybody. And come check out the show on the 13th, Metropolitan Zoom. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. This next tune I'm going to do is a tune written by the great Larry Kirshner, a very good friend of mine, and we're actually working on a musical together, writing the music and lyrics, and more about that in the future. So this is called "Baby What a Life." Baby, what a life. So glad I waited for you. How could I ignore you? I need more and more you. Partners, man and wife. You know that I adore you. Baby, what a life I'm in. I can't remember, was there sun before you? Sky before you, anyone before you. Even the songbirds didn't sing until you. And when I'm old and gray, I will say it's still you. Now my heart and I, le more toujours, le more you. Baby, what a life I'm in. I'm gonna say a little something to you now. I can't remember, was there spring before you? Any songs before you? Anything before you? Even the songbirds didn't sing until you. And when I'm gray, I'll always say it's you, it's you, it's still you. Have you heard the latest? Baby, you're the greatest out of the life I'm in. My head is in a spin. Oh, baby, what a life it's been. Yeah, baby, what a life. Oh, baby, what a life. I love this life I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. I love this life I'm in. What a life. Hi, everybody.
Danny Bacher. Get your tickets for that Metropolitan Zoom show. He'll be doing that Friday, November 13th, and you have to get tickets for that. So that's cool. So listen, a couple of notes here. If you haven't fixed yourself a beverage yet, you may get a moment or two. You should go and get the ice and get the liquor and get that poured and sit back down. We have a great show tonight. Also, if you can share the show, that's a great way to help us out and spreading the word about what we do here at Piano Bar Live. Now, this is the point of the show where I usually turn the show over to Tony. Tony Javid is our associate producer, and but Tony got some real work today. Tony is actually he's an actor, and he does work and he does scenes with where they have large groups for casting, etc. And he's working. So we have a special surprise for everybody, and it's a thrill to have this person on with us, helping me to manage the StreamYard and all of the individuals that are coming on and off. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mark Hartman.
Hello, Scott.
Hi, Mark.
Nice to see you, sir. How's everything going?
It's all going well. You've added another hat now to the many things that you do. StreamYard engineer.
Interesting that, I use this platform myself for some of my shows, so it's actually kind of refreshing to not have a piano in front of me while I do this.
Exactly, as well as you do with that piano. I've enjoyed so far working with you. The sound check was fun. Everything's been great. And we have so many stories, but I'm going to keep us on track tonight.
I think you should. I was going to say, don't spend too much time with me because you're late already.
I don't want to meander too much, but I got a couple of quick announcements, okay?
So, do I need to be here for these?
No, you could stay on for this one.
Okay, I'll stay.
You could stay on. So, because you know some of the people involved.
Oh,
so,
fabulous.
We have down in Columbus, Georgia, anybody that's familiar with the piano bar scene from the 80s and the 90s knows Jimmy Rutland. He performed with the Flirtations. He was also on, he was one of the Bevnaps, Scott Barbarino and the Bevnaps. He's been down in Columbus, Georgia for several years now. And his job down in Columbus, Georgia, and it's a labor of love, is he's the booking manager in the book of four, the River Center, which is a very beautiful, large theater. I don't know the exact seating. I think about 2,500 probably. And they are doing something interesting down there that I want to bring everybody's attention to. The Schubert organization is actually doing some filming at one of the theaters here on Broadway. And they have a special show coming up that Patti LuPone is going to be doing. And
Miss Patti LuPone.
Yes, Patti LuPone. And
we love her.
And they're sending that stream to individual theaters so that people can see those theaters. It's going to be virtual, but they can see some live entertainment. They can share that with their audience bases so that they have something content-wise to show people that they're still working to keep them entertained. And hopefully we can get everybody back in those theaters. But here's my request. I would love if everybody, now the date is over here. It's October 24th.
October 24th.
October 24th at 8 p.m. You have to go to the River Center, their website, and watch the show from there. So all of those watches, it's in Columbus, Georgia, and there'll also be a theater somewhere else and another theater. But if we all tune in and watch it at the River Center, we'll send some love to Jimmy Rutland. And
what is their website, by the way?
You know what? That's a very good question. We can add that on in the thread. Either that or sometimes Leo comes on and does stuff like that.
Yeah, well, Jimmy just posted.
I see Jimmy's online. Jimmy's on there. Jimmy, throw the website up on the side thread. So with Mark here with me, I'm actually keeping an eye on the side thread, and he's taking care of all of the things that Tony usually does in the back. Couple of other quick announcements. Ellen Stardust Diner is open. I am safe. My staff is safe, and our customers are safe. And we're at 25% with all of everything, all the precautions in place. Just to let everybody know, if you're looking for something to do on Halloween, which is coming up, we have 2 nights, on Friday, October 30th, and then on the night of October 31st. At Ellen Stardust Diner, you can come in and be a part of the live audience that sees the show there. We have a 6 p.m. show for adults and children, family friendly. And then we have an 8:30 show, which will be a little bit more for the adults, a little more risque. So that's happening as well as we try to bring life back into the Times Square, Broadway area in New York City. It's time for us to follow the rules. And as long as we're following them well, that means wear the mask and all of that. We feel comfortable that we can tell you to come on down and have a good time. We're also doing a virtual Halloween costume party where you can send in. If you go to the Ellen Stardust Diner website, photos of yourself in costume, and you will be judged by the audience there that night. We're going to be showing all the photos rotating on all of those screens. I have one last message for everybody out there. Tonight is the second night of the cabaret convention. They had a great first night.
It
They did
was
some
wonderful.
taping.
I
It
saw
was a
that.
wonderful show. Yeah, and they gave the award. The Stephanie Blythe got the award, the Mabel Mercer Award.
The Mabel Mercer
She's
Award, yeah.
fantastic.
We love
And
her.
tonight they're actually competing with us tonight. They're like, it's kind of like Perry Como and Jackie Gleason. But we'll talk about that later when Warren comes on. But the fact is that you can watch it after our show tonight. They started at 6, and it was all brand new young entertainers that they have been working with. The Mabel Mercer Foundation has been helping to support these young people in getting into the cabaret scene and the Great American Songbook. So please support the Mabel Mercer Foundation. So we have a guest coming up now, Mark.
Indeed we do.
And
I'm going to get out of your way and let you introduce them.
I never met her. So I'll see you in a minute. I'll do the intro. All right. So this young lady, of course, everybody's a young lady when you look at me now, but she has had a great success, done at least 4 different productions of the Rosemary Clooney musical. And as anybody in this business knows, Rosemary Clooney played the cabaret spaces back in the 80s and the 90s, including the all the way up at the top at Rainbow and Stars. So I'm looking forward to hearing her tonight. And I would like, without further ado, I have to make sure I pronounce all names correctly. I'd like to welcome Kim Rachelle Harris.
Thank you.
Hi, Kim.
Hi. Were you ready for me to start singing?
If you are ready,
I'm ready.
send it over the plate.
All right. I'm gonna play no second fiddle. I'm used to playing lead. I ain't gonna be your understudy, Papa, that's guaranteed. I don't sing harmony, I just sing melody. Won't stand in the back singing diddy why. No siree, I ain't gonna play no second fiddle. I don't see the need, 'cause Mama won't sing and Mama won't swing for a man who won't let her play lead. Yeah, I ain't gonna play no second fiddle. Let's give this lady a hand. Mama feels great, and Mama feels grand, 'cause Mama is leading the band.
Hey, Kim.
Hi.
Now you have to do that little toggly thing to talk.
Yeah, and can you hear me? I checked it.
Okay, you sound good now. Yes.
Okay.
So it's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, Scott.
And Rosemary, like I said, Rosemary Clooney is a major, somebody that was iconic in the piano bar and cabaret world.
Yes.
For all of the shows that she did. I believe the Ballroom also, and that's when I got to see her. So I'm curious, Kim, because just out of curiosity, did you ever get a chance to actually see Rosemary Clooney perform?
I regret that I never did. I wish I'd had that opportunity, because I've loved her ever since I was a teenager, and I never got to see her perform live.
She walked on the stage and commanded it.
Yeah.
And the audiences adored her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's great that you've got that, because that is something that I would love to see, that show. Do you know, I know during this time you're probably not going to be performing it, but I'm hoping as soon as we can get back to some real theater
Yeah.
that's got a schedule ahead that you can let us know about.
I would love to do it again. It's wonderful music. Of course, her music was just so great, and
Well,
her story is so intriguing.
it is. Of course, some of the music was a little bizarre for some people.
Yes.
That period of yeah, exactly. Those novelty songs that she did.
Right.
But Mambo Italiano is a big one, and the kids seem to love it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's all good. So, Kim, what have you been doing to keep yourself busy?
Okay. Well, I had left New York City in August of last year, and I moved to Georgia. I moved to the Atlanta area to get involved in film and TV. And 7 months later, COVID hit.
All right.
So I moved back home in March to be with my parents because they're older. And at that time, we didn't know how this disease was going to affect older people. And I wanted to be close. We didn't know how long this lockdown was going to take. So I came back home, and I've been in Texas ever since. Now, I don't intend to stay here forever. I don't know if I'm going to go back to Georgia or what'll be the next step. But I haven't been doing a lot in the arts, unfortunately. I've been doing a lot of community work and a lot of things to help people around me, but haven't been singing much. But
you're staying in voice. Sounds like you're staying in voice, so that's great.
Thank you.
When you get a chance, if you get an opportunity to watch that show, give Georgia a little hug by watching that Patti LuPone show.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad.
And otherwise, I thank you for coming on.
Thank
it was a pleasure to see you and meet you. And I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the show as we roll along. We got a lot of interesting characters coming up.
Can't wait to see it.
Welcome to the Piano Bar Live family.
Thank you so much. Thank you for making me feel so at home.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, Mark, I have something to say now.
What do you have to say now, Scott?
Oh my God, we have one of the most classic models of cabaret performers that's left riding around on this earth. Back in 1980, when I first got to the duplex on Grove Street, it was quite the time, and you could actually see an 8 o'clock, a 10 o'clock, a midnight, and a 2 a.m. show. So at 8 o'clock, you could see, I don't know, you might see Lena Katrakis, and then you could probably catch Karen Mason, and then maybe Nancy Lamott. But the 2 o'clock spot was owned by this woman because she was cutting edge then. She's still cutting edge. And what a fantastic performer. And I'm thrilled to have her on tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sharon McNight.
Hey, stop. All right. I am my own engineer, you know what I mean?
Go for it.
Busy. You ready for a song?
Whenever you're ready, I can't wait.
Oh, okay. Well, this is one that nobody does except for me. It's the oldest song, 1898. There's choreography, so I'll get off the screen. If you go down in the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. There's lots of fun in the woods today, but better go in disguise. For every bear that ever there was will gather there for certain, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Every teddy bear who's been good is sure for a treat today. There's lots of marvelous things to eat and wonderful games to play. Beneath the trees where nobody sees, they hide and seek as long as they please, 'cause that's the way the teddy bears have their picnic. Picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. Catch them unawares, and see them picnic on their holiday. See them gaily get about. They love to play and shout, they never have any cares. At 6 o'clock, their mummies and daddies will take them home to bed, because they're tired little teddy bears. Well, if you go down in the woods today, you better not go alone. There's lots of fun in the woods today. But it's safer to stay at home. For every bear that ever there was will gather there for certain, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. A picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. Them catch them unawares and see them picnic on their holiday. See them gaily gallivant. They love to play and shout. They never have any cares. At 6 o'clock, the mums and daddies will take them home to bed because they're tired little teddy bears. At 6 o'clock, their mummies and daddies will take them home to bed because they're tired little teddy bears. That's it.
Thank you, Sharon.
1898, huh?
1898.
Yep.
That's you know what? As all that music from then, that's a brand new tune for the kids.
I know.
I've never heard that one before.
I had it on a 45 record when I was a little tiny kid. That's how that song's been around, man. I can still remember the cover. It was green and it had a little band with bears on it.
Yeah, I remember those 45s very well.
Yeah.
I listened to them in the basement, listened to a lot of Beatles tunes in that period of time, all on 45s. Didn't get any of the big albums till later. They made me do the 45s, and then they let me do the big albums. So,
well, 45s were cheaper, honey.
Yeah. You've been keeping everybody, by the way, thank you, Sharon. You've been keeping everybody laughing over the last couple of months. I know that you made a choice and a decision that comedy was something that you were going to make sure that everybody still had a dose of.
Yeah.
And you've made me laugh with those little, with the jokes and the clips, and they're short and they're sweet.
I have a joke for you if you.
Oh, sure. Tonight's a good joke night.
Okay, I gotta read it because I rewrote the joke. I have a client in New Mexico, and I rewrote this joke for her. She's gonna say the joke and then sing the Masochism Tango. But I thought let's premiere it here with you because you'll laugh.
Okay.
All right. A murderer, a sadist, a necrophiliac, a bestialist, a pyromaniac, and a masochist are all sitting together at a table in a nut house. The bestialist says, "I know what to do today. Let's all have sex with a cat." The sadist responds, yes, let's have sex with a cat and then torture it. The murderer chimes in, "Yeah, good idea. Let's have sex with a cat, torture it, and then kill it." The necrophiliac replies, "Okay, let's have sex with a cat, torture it, kill it, and then have sex with it again." The pyromaniac comments, "All right, let's have sex with the cat, torture it, kill it, have sex with it again, and then burn it." There was a long silence as they looked down the table to the masochist, who answered back, "Meow."
Thank you.
I love that joke. I love that joke so much.
Hey, Sharon, Ruby Rims just heard that joke.
I know.
Hello, he's on the thread.
I see him. That's Sharon McNight spelling my name correctly. Thank you very much.
We've got another song from you, but
yeah,
I'm gonna let you set yourself up.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
All right.
Got to blow the nose.
We're ready to hear it.
Song from songs to offend almost everyone. Hello? Can you hear it? I may look simple, but I want you to know I've been to college. I'm full of knowledge. I'm right at home with brainy men, and then my wisdom I show. But when a clever girl is there, I get up and go. Those educated babies are a bore. I'm gonna say what I said many times before. The dumber they come, the better I like 'em, 'cause the dumb ones know how to make love. A Weisenheimer has you meet her folks when you call. The brainless baby always leaves you down in the hall. All the dumb ones I've met have won beauty prizes. They look like angels sent from above. A clever girl will want to know if you mean to wed. The dumb ones never think of looking that far ahead. Ah, the dumber they come, the better I like 'em, 'cause the dumb ones know how to make love. She was so dumb, she thought Fleetwood Mac was the new hamburger at McDonald's. She was so dumb, she thought Taco Bell was the phone company in Mexico. She was so dumb, she thought Spotify was a new dry cleaning liquid. A clever girl will want to know if you mean to wed. The dumb ones never think of looking that far ahead. Ah, the dumber they come, the better I like 'em, 'cause the dumb ones know how to make love. He was so dumb, he looked at the bottom of the paper where it says, sign here. He wrote Aquarius.
Sharon. Thanks, Sharon. Thank you very much.
You're
Hey,
welcome.
we got to keep moving along with the show, but I do want to let you know the second that you can get on a plane and come east, you feel comfortable with that, you please let us know, because we need to get you some bookings here so
Oh,
people can see you live perform
okay.
here on the East Coast. I know you're out there in California.
Yeah.
Take care. Did you vote already?
Yeah, it's yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You kidding me?
exactly. So anyway, so listen, enjoy the rest of the night.
I will. I will.
Thanks for
We have
coming
a
in.
big game coming up. See, Dodgers and Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Tampa Bay, not Dodgers. Who Dodgers? Bums. They're bums. I'm telling you now.
Yeah. No, I know. They're originally from Brooklyn and they left. So
I know.
anyway,
All right,
so listen,
everybody.
thanks for coming on.
Hey, my pleasure, honey. Stay out of trouble.
Thank you. We will.
Do I get out myself here?
Yeah, just say leave.
Okay, leave. Leave, Mary.
Leave Mary. That would be said in a bar in the day. Everybody would get up and start walking to the door. So now on that note, bum, we have a return guest. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Scott. So we're going to get John back in 5 minutes.
Oh, we're going to get John back on in 5 minutes?
Yes, because you didn't quite get to him fast enough just then. So
okay, but that's okay. I could set
come
this up
back.
pretty easily.
He'll
So
come back.
yeah, listen, I think 2 weeks ago, we had a gentleman on, an old friend of mine named John Hebert, and he did like a real jazz cellar type of a setup, and had his piano player there with him, and he played his bass and all. But he's one of these Renaissance men that does all kinds of things, and he has been doing short movies, and he did a short movie that he's been getting awards for, which if he gets back on, we'll be able to tell some of the names of some of these awards that he's won, but they sound prestigious to me. So let's show his film. Now, it's a very short one. It's about 2 minutes long, and I know that he thinks it's going to sell Taco Bell. But what I really feel about this short film is that it makes a very important statement about hunger in America and how people are we're not getting taken care of, folks. I don't think we all have to eat prime rib every day, but the basics we should all be having. So take it away with that video, if you would, Mark.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Well, we got leftovers in the fridge.
I don't want leftovers.
Well, then you ain't hungry.
Can I get my cycle back to go to Taco Bell?
Yeah, you got money?
No.
Well, you ain't going to Taco Bell. Now get inside and go eat the leftovers before you get a whipping. God damn it, I said we got leftovers in the fridge. Hey, how about some Taco Bell?
All right. So there you go. Now you notice from the credits there that John has pretty much done everything on the short
He
film.
is a one-stop shop.
He sure is. Is he back with us yet, or
He is not. He
it's
is
okay?
not.
Actually, folks, he's working as well. He's actually on a shoot. So things like that are starting to
Oh,
come
no.
back more.
Here he is.
Oh, he is back, is he?
Yes. I'm going
Let's
to add him
see.
to the stream whether he likes it or not.
There you go.
Audio, that's different.
Hey, John.
Hey, what's up?
John, listen. I just showed everybody Or the Water.
Oh, very nice.
And I set it up
Yeah.
a certain way. I said that that you're getting a lot of awards for it. What are some of the awards that you've won at this point from that short film?
So far, best micro movie.
Yeah.
Let me see what else. Best pilot web series.
Okay.
And that's about it so far. But
And
that
now
was
we
in
have
multiple.
Yeah, and now we have an ask for everybody. And the ask is that if you've seen the movie, you've seen the short movie. Again, I think it's pertinent because it says something about hunger in America. John, what do you want them to do? You want them to
I want them to tweet at Taco Bell, and because I want Taco Bell to retweet it.
Exactly. And I'm hoping that that's going to happen. And now we're going to let you get back there because I don't want you sneaking around over there on the set. It looks nice wherever you are, though. Where are you?
We're in Long Island at the Millhouse Manor.
Oh, you're at a
called?
mansion, are you?
Yeah, that mansion way out. Can you see that?
Yeah, beautiful. No, I could see you're in a nice spot over there. All right, so listen,
Yeah.
John, get back to work. We've told everybody what to do, and I'm hoping, and I will do it myself, all of those tweets at the same time to Taco Bell, that we can get that movie out there for them to retweet.
Awesome.
Excellent.
And you can tag me, John F. Hebert, as well, but on my Twitter.
Yeah, but most importantly, let's get to Taco Bell. So, hey, John.
Exactly.
Get back to work, man. And
all right. Thanks a lot, Scotty. Love you. Love you guys.
Thank you. Keep up the good work.
All right. Bye-bye.
So here we are, folks.
That was very nice, Scott.
Yes, we're having a good time.
I love that little film.
Isn't that something?
It's so wonderful.
I think it does. Like I said, it speaks to something, that, a lot of people do open their refrigerator door and there isn't anything in there when there should be.
It's true.
Maybe hopefully with things going a different way, folks, don't forget to vote. That our government will take better care of us, because let's face it, we're the workforce. We're the ones that make the product, whatever it is, that keeps America great and builds our economy. And we need to be taken care of in the good old way where we have a middle class here in the United States again. So hopefully we have some changes coming. So now we're going to go to Long Island, which is actually where John was tonight also. At a mansion.
I have to say, I love Ruby Rims too.
Mark, everybody loves Ruby Rims. We're going to have Ruby actually on the show next week. He's going to be coming onto the show. We're doing a Halloween night from the Five Oaks. So it's going to be classic with Lisa Hall and Ruby Rims and Aaron Lee Battle. So we're going to go back. What could be better?
I love it.
Yeah, we're going to get all those denizens of the night out for Halloween. We used to have the best time down on Grove Street for Halloween. We're going out to Long Island. I'm going to keep moving along because I know that you folks have things to do. So with that in mind, we're going to Long Island and we're going out to another little home where Mr. Warren Schein has been working with Lydia Sabosto, and I'm going to bring her on first. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lydia Sabosto.
Oh, thanks, Scott. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. This song that I like to do for you was first released by the Beatles in 1967 as a non-album single. And the Beatles were asked to provide a song that could easily be understood by everyone around the world for the first global television link. And it's something we all need right now around the world. Love, 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 love. There's nothing you can do that can't be done. There's nothing you can sing that can't be sung. There's nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. There's nothing you can make that can't be made. There's no one you can save that can't be saved. There's nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love, love is all you need. There's nothing you can know that isn't known. There's nothing you can see that isn't shown. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love, love is all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love, love is all you need. Oh, yes, the Beatles. All you need is love.
Thank you, Lydia.
Thank you, Scott.
Hey, so, Lydia, you and I have some history together as well.
Yes,
From
we do.
Back in the 80s, I waited tables at a couple of places that we worked together. One of them was Rhapsody, which was on Barrow Street, and also at Trivia.
Trivia, yes, yep.
And those were the women's bars of the day, owned and run by Joni Rapp.
Yeah.
And you know, that was cutting edge stuff too. I was a waiter, and so I got to meet a lot of amazing women that were in those bars, including you. So
oh, thank you, Scott. Thanks so much.
thank you. And the door people in those bars was something else too, huh?
Yeah.
Katie Bull and Mick the Quick and
oh, Mick the Quick. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there was some amazing because they were protecting the bar.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And they were intense women that they took no nonsense because unfortunately in that day there was people that looked to create issues and nonsense. And here in New York City we were safe and we were taken good care of. So
absolutely.
I'm sorry that I have to jump in because I have not heard the name Mick the Quick in 20 years.
Imagine.
I loved Mick so much. Oh, wow.
Is she around still or?
I've
no,
not
Mick's
heard.
passed.
Mick's passed.
God bless her soul.
God bless her.
But as has as did Katie Bull, as did I mean that's a generation that in the 80s ran that the women's scene in New York, the Duchess.
Yeah, the Duchess.
Bonnie and Clyde. I used to. Now, of course, I got access into all of those bars because I was good friends with some of the women that would sneak me in or bring me in under the cover of night. You know, that I believe I actually got into the Duchess wearing a cape once.
Oh my God!
But fun times, amazing times, New York City times, and that was a march towards freedom.
Yeah. Oh,
and
absolutely.
if anybody thinks that we're going to be marching in reverse, they have another guest coming.
I agree.
There's a whole lot of people that like it better, where everybody is actually treated equally. So
Yeah.
And you have somebody there very special. You want to mention his
I
name?
do. I do. I met this guy about 5 years ago at the Metropolitan Room, which was actually his hangout. And he walked up to me the night there, and he said, "Could you accompany me on the piano because my musical director never showed up." And I was like, "Oh boy, okay, sure." And since then, it's been like working with Rodney Dangerfield and Don Rickles at the same time. You never know who's going to walk on the stage. Please welcome Mr. Saturday Night, Warren Schein.
Whoa, hello everybody. It is so nice to be here. You and I will have a discussion later, I'll tell you. Thank you, Scott, for Piano Bar Live. And you know, with all this time with COVID, what do we all do? I've been very busy. I just finished a 2-week run up on Manhattan's West Side on 72nd Street at Gray's Papaya. And been keeping busy working on a little show called Perry, Mel, and Me. So I thought this evening I'd like to just start off with a ballad with an arrangement by Lydia Sabosto. And I love you so. People ask me how I've lived till now. I tell them I don't know. I guess they'll understand how lonely life has been. But life began again the day you took my hand. And yes, I know how lonely life can be. The shadows follow me, and the nights won't set me free. But I won't let the evening get me down. Now that you're around me, and you love me too. Your thoughts are just for me. You set my spirits free. I'm happy that you do. The book of life is brief, and once a page is read, all but love is dead. That is my belief. And yes, I know how lonely life can be. The shadows follow me, and the nights won't set me free. But I won't let the evenings get me down. Now that you're around me. Thank you so much. Thank you. That hello, Scott.
I know. I just popped on. Hey, Warren.
Scotty, I love you.
I love you too, Warren. It's a pleasure to have you here.
It is an honor for us to be here tonight.
You have another number for us,
If you'd
which
like.
I would love.
Okay.
More than
Something a little different. You know, I've always been, as most people know, a tremendous fan of the great Mel Torme. And we thought we'd turn it around a little bit and change the tempo and the sound and do a little jazzy number that Mel used to open up a show with at Michael's Pub. You know, hello, Boston. It's good to see you. Diane Ellis and Jim Keating. Hello, hello, hello. And all our friends from New York. It's just great, just great. And thank goodness for Scott. So, Lydia, what do you say we kick it up a notch? I certainly hope we've got some big Torme fans out in the world. Shabba-do-ba-dee-ba-da, da-ba-do-ba-dee-ba-da, ba-ba-do-ba-dee-ba-da, da-ba-do-ba-dee. Shadoo-da-ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-ba-doo-ba-doo, da-ba-doo-ba-dee-ba-doo, ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Sing for your supper and you'll get breakfast. Songbirds always eat if their song is sweet to hear. Sing for your lunch and then you'll get dinner. Dine with wine of choice if romance is in your voice. I've heard from a wise canary, trilling makes a lady willing. So little swallow, swallow now. Now is the time to sing for your supper and you'll get breakfast. Songbirds are not dumb. They don't buy a crumb of bread, it's said. So sing and you'll be fed. Play for your supper. At the piano, the one and only Lydia Sabosto. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba, shabba-dee-ba-doo-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-ba-bee-ba, ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-da-ba-ba-doo-dee-da, ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-ba-ba, do. Sing for your supper and you'll get breakfast. Dine with wine of choice if romance is in your voice. Sing for your lunch and then you'll get supper. I love a song if the world is in your voice. I've heard from a wise canary, trilling makes a lady willing. So little swallow, swallow now. Now is the time to sing for your supper and you'll get breakfast. Songbirds always eat if the world is in your heart. I say, just sing and you'll be fed. Be fed. Be fed. Yeah, that's the way. Hey, listen, stuff happens. Stuff happens. What can I say?
That's what
What?
we still do live. We're still live. That's it. That's why this is live.
This is live, and there's an old saying that my grandmother had. You know what it would she say?
What?
Shit happens.
Shit happens.
It does. It
And we
does.
just keep moving and rolling along here,
No
Warren.
matter what.
You know
no
what I
matter
like
what.
about you, Warren?
What?
I like you. I like everything about you. You're a good man.
I try my best.
And you're working on a special project.
Yes, a couple of different things. We're working on.
Tell the audience a little bit about what you're working on.
Well, you know, sitting around saying, what are we going to do? And I decided, you know what? If we're going to live this virtual life, I'm going to live it to the fullest. So Lydia and I got together, and I have to say also with Mr. Barbarino, and we're putting together Mr. Saturday Night, which has been my dream to do. And it's going to be a little bit something like, oh, we can tell them, because it's going to come out sooner or later. It's like the old Johnny Carson Tonight Show and a little bit of the Carol Burnett Show. And it's going to just be dynamic with special guests from around the country. And we are so excited. It'll be music and comedy and a little bit of talking and getting to know people and having a wonderful time and doing what we love.
And one of the best parts is that you're going to be delving back into some of the great comedy routines.
Yes.
That have been done, those duets of comedy.
Yes, for sure.
And
Marty Allen and Steve Rossi. And,
big part of the show.
Oh, gosh, all of them. And Wayne and Schuster and Stiller and Mira and Burns and Allen, you name them. We're going to be hitting on them and just having a great time. It's so exciting. And I did get some other news. I'm in a movie.
Oh, you're going to be in a movie, are you?
Yes, we start shooting next week. I have 2 days.
Can you say what it is?
Yeah, the movie is called Skip. And it's about skipping.
Okay.
And that's all I can tell you because I don't know much more, to tell you the truth, but I'm exciting. It was written by a good friend of mine, Joe Lobianco, another Long Island guy. And we start shooting next week.
Good. I'm glad to hear that I'm glad that you see everybody starting to figure it all out and everybody's starting to get work.
We have to. You know what? Just because of this, it doesn't mean, thank goodness, your life does not stop. You got to keep going and be positive and just work on it, and the negatives go away.
And the power of music,
yes,
will be what keeps us going.
Yes,
and is our gift to everybody.
Thank goodness.
Raise everybody's spirits up a little bit.
Yes.
So
yes.
we talked about some of the comedians. So Steve Rossi used to come into the Iridium all the time. Yes. He was bona fide, old school Vegas showman.
Yep.
Always looking for a gig. Always
and funny. And I can remember it like it was yesterday. Concord Hotel, Kiamisha Lake. And I'm opening up for Marty Allen and Steve Rossi. And when I tell you that Marty Allen was crazy, he was nuts. And we got to see him before we lost him a few years ago when he was performing at the Met Room. And it was just a pleasure to see him.
One of the gifts to the cabaret world was Jan Wallman.
Oh.
And a major, she had the duplex in the 60s. Yes. And the list of the comedians that she helped, Joan Rivers, Woody Allen, giving them all opportunities to entertain. Ruth Buzzy,
yes,
Joanne Worley,
absolutely,
and Rodney Dangerfield. His name came up a few minutes ago.
Yeah, it did, and she was if it wasn't for her, I don't know that I'd be standing here today on Piano Bar Live. She was a guiding angel.
She was, and she actually originated multimedia because she used to have her guests would go on the Tonight Show when it was up at Rockefeller Center, and then after they would finish, they would come down. She would have a little box TV. One can only imagine what this TV looked like in the 60s, right? You remember?
A little,
and it would be on
TV,
She played on the piano in the room, up in the duplex in the cabaret room, and then those folks would come down after, and they would actually be on the stage after the people had watched them on the Carson show. So, thank you, Jan Wallman, wherever you are, and I hope she's looking down and smiling.
She's watching. She's watching over us.
Tonight's been a lot about comedy.
Well, yeah. You know what? We have time, but here's one for Danny. Jewish couple. They're married 50 years. Guy's wife, Sadie. She goes to the doctor. She finally walks back in the house. Her husband says, "Sadie, you've been to the doctor 5 hours. What did he say?" "Well, Seymour, the doctor said that due to my condition, I've got to have sex at least 25 times a week." Her husband said, "Really? Put me down for 2.
There you go.
I like it.
He'll steal it. Don't worry. Danny will steal it.
That's quite all right. And then
I know. You've stolen. Everybody steals the comedy from one another. That's one of the things that makes it great. One of the things that made New York as great as it is was the culture of comedy that we had here, and which will have to come back once we can get the comedy clubs open again. They're giving them an extra hard time about getting open, and I'm hoping that they can figure out ways of doing that. In the day at the duplex, also there was a comedy night in the 80s, where all of the people that built comedy in the 90s and in the aughts. In the aughts. You like the way I use that?
Yeah, it was very good.
000.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And
they all walked on that. They all walked on that stage.
They did.
about now it's got to be about 11 years ago. I was at the beginning of the idea of bringing cameras into the cabaret spaces and rooms, and I worked for a company called DFD TV. I was hired by them to bring cabaret to the show, and those great comedians of the past,
Fantastic.
in New York, and that New York comedy, but a lot of them moved here actually. And one of them is a gentleman that was by the name of Soupy Sales.
Oh, yes.
And anybody that remembers the 60s being a kid remembers Soupy Sales.
White Fang and Black Tooth.
All of that. And he passed on October 22nd, 2009. A big loss for comedy and for jazz, because he was a big jazz aficionado. So DFD TV, we did a little something about Soupy when he passed for our news section.
Wow.
And it was probably one of the last time that a lot of these comedians actually got a chance to get on a camera at that time. And we're going to play that now because you hark back to that. You're one of those people that's continuing to push that out there. And the comedy is so important.
Very important.
Lydia, thank you. Warren, thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for everything you do, Scott, because
I like doing it, Warren.
Well, you're doing the right thing.
I like doing it. Hey, Lydia, here's another one for you that we forgot. Stormy Delevere.
Oh, Stormy.
had the door at a lot of those bars.
Stormy,
also.
Yeah, she was awesome.
She was. She protected the boys and the girls in those days.
Yeah.
Anything that was going to go wrong, she was on top of it.
Yeah,
So
they actually have a nice documentary on Stormy too.
She was brilliant, and she was in one of the big shows that played up at the Apollo in the day, and it was all about which one of these. Their question was, which one of these women, which one of these people is really a woman? And it was all guys. It was an all drag ensemble, except the host was a man, and it was Stormy that was doing reverse drag.
Wow.
Which the fact that they could ask that question then, and that was a big hook for the show, says how far we've come.
Yeah, I met her down at Kelly's Village West.
Yeah.
She was running sound down there. Yeah.
The characters from the past. So here's a bunch of comedians paying homage to one of the greats of the day. And folks, if you don't know who Soupy Sales was, check him out on Google him.
You'll have a laugh.
Yep. Thanks, Mark. Bring that video on, would you? Hi, this is Scott Barbarino for DFD TV. We're outside Riverside Memorial Chapel today, where inside a celebration of the life of Mr. Milton Supman is taking place. Milton Supman, known to the world as Soupy Sales. An early pioneer of children's television, he was best known for his 1960s show, Lunch with Soupy Sales, that had a generation of baby boomers running home from school every day to catch his improvisational antics, and had their parents laughing too. It was a children's show not just for children, with sketches featuring White Fang, the biggest, meanest dog in the USA, Pookie the Lion, a hipster like Sales himself, and Peaches, his girlfriend, played by Soupy in drag, to mention a few. For all those here today, it was clearly evident Soupy was well respected and truly adored by many. Mr. Roman, you opened the proceedings.
I did. I spoke about Soupy's upbringing in North Carolina and West Virginia and all those wonderful hotbeds of Judaism. It was just the kind of a service that he would have loved, because there was laughter. Irwin Corey got up and started raving about something that had no bearing whatsoever.
Somebody said to me, Corey, I haven't seen you in 30 years. You haven't changed a bit. I said, you idiot. You mean to say I looked like this 30 years ago? You're such a darling, sweet, gentle person. Somebody that is really a role model. He was a wonderful, very clever, very intelligent.
So you're one of those children that ran home to see Soupy after school?
I did watch him after school. I remember White Fang and, you know, all the characters, and he was funny. I did not see the famous episode where he told the kids to go to their parents' wallets. I missed that one, and I guess my parents were grateful on that.
We're here with another friend of Soupy Sales, Mr. Barry Mitchell.
Thank you so
Barry.
much. My pleasure. You know what? This is an optical illusion. We are actually the same size, but I'm standing in a depression here. So how about we move over here? Keep
Where
rolling.
would you like
Just
to
keep
go?
rolling. And I'm going to stand here like this.
Come on up.
See, this is the way it should be. I associate produced the A&E biography of his life in 1995. What a tough job, what a strain, going through hours and hours of old Soupy Sales shows. I should have paid them to let me have, for the privilege of doing that. It hurts to know he's gone. But even now, when I say his name and I think of him as we saw today at the memorial service, laughter and tears. You have to laugh, and you know, he's gone physically, but I will always smile and I will always laugh, and I'll always feel good when I think of Soupy Sales, and I think it's a wonderful legacy.
I used to do a talk show, and I would have Soupy on, and he used to make things like veal a la Soupy. Actually, very few people realize that Soupy was a gourmet chef and was culinarily an expert, so the man had many talents. He was a very bright man, had a master's degree in journalism. People sold him short. He was a very smart guy.
Soupy's sketches often ended with him getting plastered with a pie in the face, which he perfected and became his trademark. So popular were the pies in the face that celebrities of the day, from Frank Sinatra to Alice Cooper, lined up to take one in the kisser. It is estimated 20,000 were thrown. Mickey, over the years, did you ever get hit with a pie?
No. I never hit him with a pie. I once spilled some wine on him, but that was accidental.
I'm wondering, do you possibly know the secret recipe for the pies that Soupy used to throw?
I think they were made out of matzo balls and gefilte fish. I'm not sure.
Over the years that you knew Soupy, did he ever make any of the pies in front of you? We're trying to find the secret recipe.
You know, he never did. The one thing he did teach me, though, was that shaving cream worked better than whipped cream because it would actually stick to your face and it would sort of cling on. So that was the one hint that I got from Soupy, but I never saw him actually create a pie in front of me.
We're trying to find the secret recipe for Soupy's pies.
It's shaving cream.
That's it.
It's shaving cream and a crust. Just shaving cream, the aerosol shaving cream, any brand, not menthol, because menthol will sting in your eyes. And the reason they use shaving cream is because real whipped cream will fall apart and go sour.
So there you go. And that, my friends, is old New York, the comedians of the day. And again, we need to support our comedy, the comedy portion of our entertainment community, as they are going through an extra difficult time getting up and running. But comedy has always been a part, one of the things that cabaret has been inclusive of. And the piano bars are all known for comedians that would come in. When I was growing up in the piano bars, it was people like Mario Cantone and Angela LaGreca. Those were some of the names of the people that came in. They just come into the piano bar and entertain the crowd. And that is part of the old New York that I miss. And I hope that we're going to see, as people come into New York once this is over, or if they're brave enough to come in now, we are safer here than most places. Move to New York, bring your artistry. We don't need any more Wall Street people. We don't need anybody bringing in. We're not looking to have manufacturing here at the moment, but bring your arts and your ability. We want writers, we want songwriters, we want singers, we want entertainers of all kinds. Let's make New York City the center of entertainment again, and a place that's creative and affordable for young artists. Now we're at the portion of the show. Boy, I love Mark Hartman, but I want to send a thank you to Tony Javid for all of the work that he's been doing over the last year to keep me on track and keep things rolling here. It's been an amazing time. He's given me a lot of support. We're at the point of the show now where we would introduce our mystery guest. And our mystery guest tonight is actually somebody that's working on a project that's, this to us in our community is as important as the man landing on the moon was. And I'm not kidding. This is where they are trying to figure out how people can be in two different places and yet sing, play the piano and sing together as if they were in the same place. So our mystery guest today has a project coming up that she's going to let us know about, and she's working with Matt Berman on this project, who anyone that's watched the show knows how much respect I have for the work that he's done. He is like the Werner von Braun of this project, I have a feeling. So with that, with no further ado, please welcome Ann Kittredge.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, Ann.
Oh my gosh.
You're our super mystery guest.
Yes. Yes.
And because of the project that you're working on, I have a feeling we bring a lot of joy to people, because a lot of people are suffering because they can't do that live in the moment singing. So tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about what you have going on.
You know, it really it just evolved, because at first I just was so concerned about figuring out how to get real quality online, because we were so anxious to just move from a live space to virtual that the technology, we didn't have the tech. I think most of us didn't have the technology in order to put ourselves across well, but also the technology didn't exist really to be able to collaborate, even though we couldn't be around each other. So first it was like, okay, let's get the sound really good. And then, Christopher Denny, who has been really touting Jam Kazam, the platform is amazing. So, Chris is going to be in Manhattan. I live in Queens, just on the border of Long Island. That's another story, because I think actually Long Island and Queens is all Long Island. But anyway, that's another conversation. And then Matt is, I think, down in the southern part of Manhattan, and we are going to be able to collaborate live. And Scott, there is nothing that can replace collaboration of musicians. You never sing the song same way twice. It's been nice that we've been able to use recordings and stuff like that, but there is nothing like just feeling each other, and each time you sing it, it's a little bit different, and I really miss that, and I think most musicians do.
Yeah, that's that moment when everybody is jamming and in the moment, and the music is made. So tell the audience how they can see. This is it's short. Also, it's what is it?
Yeah, we're calling it Virtual Shorts. So it's a Flash Forward Friday, Virtual Shorts. It's actually a series. It's gonna, we'll pop up on social media and let people know when we're doing it. But it'll always be on Fridays, but it won't be every Friday. And it's only about 10 to 12 minutes. And the reason for that is because, first of all, what we're doing really is, raising the bar. So we want to take it slowly and really, make sure that we can do it. And also, I keep saying to Matt and Chris, as much as I acknowledge that we're doing some things, just with the presentation to be able to communicate with each other live and perform live in our separate places, that to me has got to be secondary. So those 12 minutes better be entertaining, or why bother doing it? So we're keeping it small, and then we're going to keep building. So next time we're going to have a duet. I won't say who's going to be singing with me yet, but you all know him, and it's going to be wonderful. And
he'll be he'll be in another location. Is that right?
He'll be in another location. So then there'll be 4 of us in different locations,
and it'll be live.
And it'll be
live. It'll be live.
Live. We're all live. As a matter of fact, we had a rehearsal today, and we ran through the songs a little bit, and it was just, Chris was like, wow, that was different. And we had just done the song twice. And I was like, yeah, it was. It's just so nice to be able to say that.
I know. And David Sabella has also been working really hard on this as well. And I think that everybody in our community that's been working on it to get the technology and the science of it all together, I really give you a lot of kudos. We are going to be thrilled when we can apply it to Piano Bar Live as soon as I get a chance to see what you're doing and understand it, because it's beyond my really understanding at the moment. But the actual fact of it is not beyond my understanding. It's going to be marvelous to have people actually be all live, all in the same moment, performing together.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And it's going to be the first one is this Friday. It's at 5:00. So, it's cocktail hour, except it's cocktail minutes because it's only for 10 to 12 minutes. So, it's you're going to get a chance to, and also not only you're going to get a chance to see the way it works. Hopefully you will also be entertained, but also each of our virtual shorts is going to include spotlighting composers. So this week we're spotlighting Shelley Markham and Tom Tost. So,
nice. Very nice. And so please send my best, my love to Chris and to Matt for their work on this.
Thank you for this. This is exciting.
Yeah, we have to make sure that we get anyone that's interested in doing this type of stuff needs to be watching what's happening with this project. This is, like I said, this is going to be a major breakthrough. So thanks very much, Ann, for stopping in and filling us in on this exciting news.
And the only thing I didn't mention is it's YouTube, and just look for Ann Kittredge's YouTube channel. That's where it's going to be, 5:00 on Friday.
Excellent. Thanks, Ann.
Thank you.
So we are being all kinds of stuff today. We are being educational. We are dealing with comedy. We have some stuff going on, but let's not forget where we come from. And that is, most of us come from the piano bars. I know that that's a big part of our audience out there. And I love you all very much. And I want to get that feel into the end of the show here. And we can do that now by having our next guest come on. He has been out there working during the entire pandemic, helping with live streams in many venues, including one that we hold very dear to our hearts, which is Brandy's. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. John Bronston.
Hello.
Hey, John, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Welcome. The crowd is all, I think they're all ready for you.
Oh, I'm doing something unusual for me today, so.
Good. Everybody out of their comfort zone and into the zone.
Oh yeah, no, it's nice to get a chance to do something different now that I'm back to doing real piano bar again. It's nice to get a chance to do kind of a more old school kind of thing tonight.
Nice. Just so everybody knows, so Brandy's has been open for the last couple of months. They did outdoor seating before they could do, and now they're indoor again. 25% capacity. So I'm guessing that people make a reservation or
no, we don't take reservations. It's just show up, and it's about.
You better make sure you get there early, folks. You got to get there early if you want to get in. But once you get in, you're going to see an amazing, because it's piano bar, classic piano bar. So I look forward to seeing what you got for us tonight, John. Thanks very much for coming on.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Yeah, this is a Maltby and Shire song. Money can't buy happiness. Still, I'd rather be rich. I'd rather be sitting on my money bags than be digging a ditch, pulling a hitch. You can enjoy the stars above, whether you are loaded or you are poor. You'd prefer, I'm sure, the view of heaven you've got out on a yacht. Thanks a lot. Money can't buy love for you. Still, I'd rather be rich. Oh, because millionaires are marrying every day. You know that's the truth. And I got to say that I've been poor and I've been rich. And now that I know which is which, I'd rather be rich. Wealth can't buy health for you. Still, I'd rather be rich, rather be rolling in simoleons than be making a pitch, doing a hitch. Everyone knows the very best things in life are absolutely free. So take this tip from me, you'll still enjoy them, I know, rolling in dough, even though Money can't buy everything. Still, I'd rather be rich, because millionaires enjoy themselves now and then, and now and then you can say that again. You see, I've been rich and I've been poor, and now that I can say for sure, I'd rather be rich, rather be rich, rather be rich. Oh. That song, I learned it from Pearl Bailey recorded, but Andy Williams and Robert Goulet originated that song. It's by Maltby Shire from a film from the 60s. At Brandy's, where I work every Saturday night, we don't do a lot of standards. We do a lot of pop and rock music. But this is a song that's been speaking to me a lot as of late. So I wanted to do this for you all this evening. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. When times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. I will lay me down. 'Cause you just call out my name, and you know wherever I am that I'll come running. Yes, I will, to see you again. Oh, winter, spring, summer, fall. All you've got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. Oh, you've got a friend. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Yes, I will, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. So you got a friend. Ain't it good to know you got a friend? You got a friend.
Thank you, John.
It was my pleasure, Scott.
Hey, John, you know, we tried building that bridge when that song was written a lot. That was an anthem song for a generation ago, 2 generations maybe at this point, back in the late 60s. And we have an opportunity now to finally build that bridge and get us over to the other side. So it was a nice remembrance, and I hope so too.
I mean, we all have a big duty coming up in the weeks to come.
We sure do. So right now, again, music is live at Brandy's, at the Duplex, at Don't Tell Mama. Those are 3 places that we all know because they're part of the circuit that we all grew up in. And if you folks are up for it and feel safely to get there, then go there. They'll take good care of you. I was at Don't Tell Mama last night. They have the plastic shields up. They checked my temperature on the way in. I didn't have any the first time. Then it came. Then I had temperature, but I mean like a normal one. And then we had a little snack while we were there because you have to have a little something to eat. Nobody can just do the music. But it was a great time at Mama's, and I've been at the Duplex, and I haven't gotten over to Brandy's yet, but I'm on my way. And a Saturday night sounds good, John. John, what time are the hours on Saturday night for people to see you?
Yeah, so it's from 6 o'clock until 10 o'clock, the seating outside, and 6 until 11:30 inside.
Excellent. So
and they perform inside and outside. So
great. People get together and let's start supporting these businesses. As it gets colder, that's going to be a little bit more problematic for people, but we have to figure out a way to do it. So thanks, John, for coming on tonight.
Thank you very much, Scott.
Yeah,
it's always a fun time.
You're very welcome. Thank you. So we are at the shank of the show now. And I'd actually forgotten to do this earlier because I don't really pay attention to it. That's usually, it's in Tony's department. But ladies and gentlemen, if you have been enjoying the show, if you feel that we're doing good work to keep you happy and informed, if you can see within your means, whatever you can drop into our virtual tip bowl, that we have a Venmo and a PayPal. I don't know if Mark can scroll that. Tony may have not left the keys there for that. Oh, there it goes. We really would appreciate it. There are expenses to doing this, and we want to continue to keep doing this. And it's unfortunately going to take us longer to get beyond this than we thought it would originally. So if you would, tip bowl at PayPal and Venmo below, and then also share this stream because you can watch this. You send this to your friends. It's going to be recorded and saved on Facebook and on YouTube. We only show it once on Broadway On Demand. Hello, our friends there. But please help us out by sharing. And again, whatever you can leave. When you leave the piano bars in the day, you would drop something in the bowl. We never looked. Most of us didn't look. Some people did. But as long as it was green, we were happy with it. And it sends us the message that we are doing our job here as well. So I have one last treat before we tell you about next week. And that is we have a clip from a year ago. And a year ago was Halloween again at that time. And we were at Brandy's. And we had our host at the time was Mr. Michael Mackesy. And we had three of the most amazing performers from the day and today. They're still rolling, these girls. They're intense. I love them so much. One of them you saw earlier, Sharon McNight, Christine Zabornik, and Nancy Timpanero. And they have this special Halloween number from last year at Brandy's, which we're going to show to you now.
Oh, yay! You can put all the stops out till they call the cops out. Grind your behind till you're bad. But you gotta have a gimmick if you wanna get ahead. Say you can sacrifice your sacro, working in the back row. In a dump till you're dead. But you gotta have a gimmick if you wanna get ahead. You can That's how burlesque was born. Me, but I do it with a horn. It's in the pawn shop now, so just go with me. Now I'm Miss Mazeppa with the revolution dance. You gotta get a gimmick if you wanna get a chance. She can go, she can spell success. And I, but I do it with
There you go. Yeah. Oh, something happened there. How are you doing, Mark? No, your sound is weird. Are you doing that? Are you doing that deliberately, making a robot sound for me? It sounds like you're a robot, but it's okay. We're at the end of the show, and I love you, and I want to thank you for everything that you've been able to do tonight to get this covered as a technician on our live stream tonight, using all of the tools there. And the next time I see you, you may have a big piano in front of you again, my friend.
I would love it.
Oh, look,
Is my
Michael
sound better now?
Mackesy stopped in. You're better now, yeah. Michael Mackesy is in. By the way, that I saw that Cynthia Crane was on the thread earlier. That was her there that saw that full moon early on, full on, last year at our Halloween event. So look, the fun will come back. And I want to let everybody know that next week we will be doing a special show. It's called Halloween at the Five Oaks. We'll have Lisa Hall and all of her zaniness back on. And we will also have, as well, some of the other denizens of the night that made that place such a special place. And Halloween at the Oaks was incredible. And the following week is that important day, November 3rd. We will be doing a piano bar live. We're going to be doing a special election piano bar live, and we have Marty Millett and Michael Garin are joining us. So you can well imagine some things will be said, and hopefully we'll be cheering.
That'll be fantastic.
That would be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Those two are great.
Thanks for coming and helping us tonight, Mark. It's been a joy to have you as a co-host.
Always glad to be here, Scott.
And to Tony, have a good night. I'm glad you got that work. Keep doing that, and we'll see you all next week.